Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. Well, Bitcoin is behaving very nicely. Looks like we are nice and tight inside of our wedge that we have formed. And today's actually been a pretty volatile day. Since our wedge is getting tighter, things are squeezing. And even this morning, we were up as high as 37,800, which is near the top of our triangle. And we definitely traded near the bottom as well. So our entire candle fits perfectly between our wedge, but but we still have not made a decision. So we will see which side it pops out of. A lot of people speculate it's going to come out the top, but you know what? You have to read these things as they come. So we're going to wait and hold our judgment until then. So our altcoin market absolutely destroyed this line. So we came up, we touched and retreated, and then we broke through and retreated, and then we had an indecision, and now today is our first day above this line. So we broke above this resistance, and it was driven mainly by Ethereum and some of the large caps. So large caps really had a strong day today, which is awesome because those ones they definitely lead out on institutional investment and large investors. So as they get in, then the interest in the entire market, especially all the alts, starts getting bigger and larger. But you can see that the others, so the micro caps, they did take a hit today. So we are down on quite a few. There's still a lot that look amazing, but I think some of them had gone up so much we needed a day to rest. But as we've come out of this red zone above the 50, I don't mind at all to come back and confirm the 50 as support before we move up. So I'm really happy about this formation. Altseason looks really nice. Just like a rising tide raises all ships. A good Altseason can save even the most pathetic of portfolios. No skill involved, just making gains. We are going uphill here. So enjoy the Altseason. We're all making money. It's not pretty, but we're making money. Okay, to start off our conversation with the alt market, we're going to talk about Bitcoin Cash. Look how awesome this is. At the end of day yesterday, we did close outside of the red zone. And so we attempted here, but this was such an ugly exit of the red zone because of this giant candle. And we couldn't quite hold that support. Now we've got awesome support. We just peeked our head above. Bitcoin Cash is absolutely a buy in my mind. So this looks amazing. Also, notice this perfect line right here. It's a little lower than that. Look at this. This is very impressive. We have this line of support, giant candle to break it, and then resistance, giant candle to break above, now support again. So not only are we exiting the red zone, but we have support on a nice long pivot line. So this really bodes well for strength on top of this line. I think we'll be gathering some speed on Bitcoin Cash, which would be pretty sweet. In the past, this thing traded way higher. So coming in here at about, 1.4 million Satoshi, doubles here, triples here. This thing could be a sweet trade. So anyway, I've been kind of rooting for Bitcoin Cash for a while, and it's nice to see the structure in place. We couldn't have a conversation without talking about Ethereum because it's all over the news. Our long-term trend line, this one here, came from our weekly chart. So if we look at our weekly chart, this thing started us off. This was our top, and then weekly support here. This was kind of a breakthrough and return, but then resistance, 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 resistance. We are peeking our head above on the weekly for the first time in a long time. I mean, we haven't been above this significantly. I mean, this was a quick break and fall, but it's been since September of 2018. Like, this is really, really exciting. So I think there's a lot of upside on Ethereum. Keep in mind, though, we have come straight up from 2.6 million Satoshis up to 3.7. So we're getting, we haven't had a rest. So we may need to consolidate to gain a little momentum before we continue up. But all in all, looks pretty nice. So that is really cool. It's nice to see Litecoin starting to show some strength. The problem is that we have so much support right here, and we're just touching it as resistance now. So I don't know how long it'll last, but we're always rooting for Litecoin. The one that really started off Altseason, Enjin coin. So this beautiful thing right here has officially was officially my first double of this alt season. So I picked it up right about 500 back when we were showing support, and you could tell that there was a little bit of movement to the upside. And right about 1,000, I exited just a little bit to reward myself for a sweet trade. So the bulk of it is still in, and I think that we've got some more action to go. But boy, that's fun. Doubling your investment is exactly where it's at. There are more though. Loom here has been a pretty good trade. It is exiting the red zone really solidly. There are a ton that are really doing it. Like Mana could close out of the red zone today. So there are plenty that are just about to pop. So watch the coins you're trading and see. I just kind of wanted to emphasize too what a big deal it is to exit the red zone. Mr. P in the comments, he was like, "Man, do you only trade like the red zone doesn't end very often? Like that seems like a pretty strange way to trade because you'd only be trading once every year." And it is a huge deal. When we exit this red zone, it does not happen all the time. So for example, on Mana, Decentraland, you can see how we exited the red zone. Like we attempted, and then finally broke out. This was October of 2019. And we didn't touch a red zone again until December of 2020. So we're talking 10 months. So these giant cycles provide opportunities, really just very, very rare opportunities. And so when we have a chance to pick something up when it exits the red zone, man, it is time to jump on that. You can get faked out, but it's such a great time to invest. I've been waiting on Ethereum Classic. This one hasn't exited the red zone for a long time. So when we finally get there, I think we'll jump pretty good because there's so much built up. When you're down here in the red zone for so long, people love a relief rally when things get going again. So it's one that I'm rooting for. And I recently did get into Steam, since we are finally showing increased support and a good consolidation. So every time we see something like this, I'm willing to put a position in. And so we'll see how that pans out. We've been in the red zone on Steam for quite a while, since September. So it's high time we start seeing some movement outside of that. But yeah, I think this alt season is pretty big. You can start to feel the comments on the major outlets of how people are excited about Altseason. Ethereum's bringing people's awareness into the space, and now we stand to reap the benefit of that because we've been watching these very closely and positioning ourselves. I think we may have kind of mentioned Altseason before anybody else. So it's pretty sweet to be right like that. But best of luck in your trading, and we will catch you on the next. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly, and we'll be giving away probably one or two of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.